The knees over toes split squat. On this standard, what we want is to close off the space between the calf and the hamstring. And the front foot can be, doesn't have to be flat. So if you notice here, I'm going to just sink right in the bottom of this position here, and my heel is off the ground, my torso is upright, and I come up. So as I drive into this bottom position, the space between my hamstring and calf is closed off, my back knee is off the ground, okay, my torso is upright, I'm not leaning forward. So I'm just in that really deep bottom position. I change it over, and I can just kind of just drive that right forward, right? Back knee is relatively straight, but I've closed off that space between my calf and my hamstring, and my torso is up. So to do the movement, I'm going to go and just do 5 reps or so, or how many reps I'm going to do for the set. But then at the last bit, I like to pulse in the bottom and really get a phenomenal stretch through that hip flexor. So I'm creating length here in the back leg and also strength in the muscles of the quad. Now, if your ability is not there right now to get yourself in that bottom position, you get yourself on an elevated surface, and I like the slant board for this. You don't need the slant board, but it is a good option to have to enable you to get yourself into a deeper position. So now I'm here sitting off of the boxes in that stable there, but I can just sit right in that deep position, and again I'm closing that space off between that front leg, hamstring and the calf. Okay, so elevated surface is good for this knees over toes split squat. See, I'm sitting right in the bottom there in the pocket. I can come up. You can also have yourself against a surface holding onto a pole, but as long as we're closing off that space between the hamstring and the calf, I'll do this on the floor, on the ground, sorry. So I'm here like so. I'm just gonna allow myself to sit right down in the bottom there. Knees are right over the toe, okay? And I'm sinking right in that bottom position. My torso is upright. And then again, I like to pulse in that end range, open up the hip flexor, really work on putting all the work into this front lead leg, but I'm getting a phenomenal stretch in that back leg that's off the ground. I'm just deep in that position, just closing off that space between my hamstring and my calf for the knees over toes split squat. Exercises looks like this, the reps, sorry, but then again, I just like to pulse in that end position to improve the range and open up the hip flexor, specifically before squatting.